Hello? Is there anyone there? Hello, everybody. Bear with me a moment. I figured out something clever. Well, I feel clever figuring it out anyway. I can watch while I'm watching my own live stream, and then I can have like a second screen where I can look at the chat, and I don't have to keep tabbing. I feel very clever about it. I'm sure it's basic, but you know. Oh, it's Luaz. Yes, it is a jaunty tune. Hi, Faith. You're in luck. Here I am in the digital flesh. All right. Okay, I've got the chat up. Here we go. Let's dive straight in, shall we? This. Oh, by the way, I should just ask: is everybody okay? How is everybody? It's Thursday. It's coming up close to the weekend. Hopefully, everybody's feeling all right. Let me know how it's going. In case you didn't know, this is the Isle of St. Ambrose. In fact, this here is the Isle of St. Ambrose, this little island. I've deforested it. It took a very long time. Tickety boo, like it. I'm glad you're having a good week, Mo. Pesky work, yes, I know that feeling. So, in case you didn't know, this isle here is going to house a monastery. That's the goal of this map. I need to get there, and so I cleared it off. It was fully forested, and it took bloody ages. But I didn't want to bore everybody with that, so I let that kind of go in the background while I was not around. It took a long time. But I need to do a couple of things before I get over there. And one of the things that I want to do is reorganize this a little bit. I've already reorganized it once, but I'm still not satisfied with it. So I'm going to reorganize this area again. I'm going to build a bridge. In fact, I'll do that now while I'm waffling on. Where's the bridge? Do I have stone? Let's just check if I'm mining stone. I do have lots of stone, in fact. Stone. Let's build a stone bridge and skip straight to stone. and I decided that I would like the bridge to go here. Should we raise it up a little bit? Let's raise it a little bit. Not too much. I don't want anything crazy like, whoa. No, let's keep it sensible. Yes, Faith. Sickness is going around. We've had it here, but we're all okay. A friend of mine is sick. Keeps cancelling on me. It's very annoying. But he said he's feeling better. Hopefully, we can get back to our regular climbing sessions at some point. Bridge set in motion. While that's building, I want to come over here to this other area which I also cleared out, which is going to be farmland. And I want to put some wheat fields down. This is preparation. This is all just preparation so I can start building a monastery over there. I could plan the monastery now, but I want to get everything set up and rolling before I get onto that. I kind of want to... There's a lot of tidying up that I want to do. I want to put some fences down, and I want to reorganize. I want to... actually, before I do that, one other thing that I want to get to, which I can get on straight away, because I've got plenty of money, as you can see, is the bailiff. Whoa, where did that just take me? Oh, miles away. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, there's 3 deposits there. That's good to know. It's not too far away, but it's just far enough away to be a bit inconvenient. This is the one I want. Okay. That's it. Hit go. Please don't be stone. I'm having really bad luck recently with rolls for deposits. Yes, it was a jaunty tune. That was Luaz. I like to add music to my the videos that I make and upload. Because I think it's a bit of a crutch, really. I'm still not used, because I'm still so new to making the YouTube content. I'm still a bit embarrassed about how my voice sounds, even though I've actually got quite used to it at this point, but I'm still a bit embarrassed about it, and I feel like the music helps me listening to my own voice a bit. So I've signed up to a website that does there's composers on there that do music and things. It's called Upbeat, double P, Upbeat, and you pay for it. It's like, I don't know, $6 a month or whatever, and but it means that I can get access to royalty-free music, and I don't have to worry about just treading on anybody's feet or getting in trouble if I put music on my YouTube videos. So there's hundreds of tracks on there. I'm really enjoying listening to them, and I'm gonna experiment, use them more. But yeah, I feel like it's a little bit of a crutch, but I also like it. It absolutely adds a lot of value to the videos, I think. Wheat farm, here I was. This is overkill. 3, 4. Are you crazy? I hear you say 4 wheat farms. Yes, 4 wheat farms and 1 windmill and 2 bakeries. But I'm only going to do 1 for the time being because I don't need it. And where's the windmill going to go? The windmill's going to go probably over here, I imagine. This is a pretty good place for it. If I was a windmill, I'd want to be up high or in a place where I'm going to get really good wind and airflow. And rivers are good for that because there's no obstruction when the wind's blowing down them. I'm kind of making this up, you understand, but if I was a windmill, I'd be either near a river or up high. And I'm not going to be up high anywhere. I could put them up here, but that'd look strange and wouldn't really fit. So they're going to go here, I think. And they face... Which way do they face? This way or that way? Oh, they're not going to get much... They're not going to get much at all there, actually, are they? I know what I'll do. How about down here? There we go. Alright, I can imagine the wind comes up over those those hills, not mountains, through those mountains, over those hills. Not too much obstruction. Straight into that windmill. Okay, that works for me. Probably get a couple of those at some point, but one will do for now. Yeah, I spent a lot of time looking for the for free music that was like no copyright luas. And I did find some that were okay, but in the end, you know, there's a reason why the paid for ones are paid for, because they're just superior, right? They actually are good tracks, like you just heard, the jaunty tune, gypsy jazz. I love a bit of gypsy jazz. Spent some time myself trying to learn how to play gypsy jazz on the guitar. Not particularly successful, but you know, I tried. I'm imagining some roads. Here we go, this one. Okay, so roads come in like this, and then we'll have something like that, a field. So that'll be a road, and then something like that. Let's keep that on for a moment, see what it looks like. Splendor, dash it all. Good evening. Yeah, I could have 5 here potentially, I think, but we'll go with 4 for now. Oh, I missed that. My voice sounds ridiculous. I appreciate that, Luaz. Yes, I'm sure many people think so. Is it more efficient to have more farms or have the upgraded farms? It's about the same, from what I can tell. We can fill this area in here with houses, get rid of these stones. I mean, we've got stone there. We've got... Okay. I'll worry about that slightly later. Let's have this. Note to developer, make this straight fencing thing default, please. Correct me if I'm wrong, Splendor, but the only real difference should be that if you have multiple farms rather than expand the farms, that they will just the farm buildings themselves will just end up taking more space, because obviously the building takes up a certain amount of space itself, doesn't it? But I don't have 165 wood, do I? No, I don't. I have 54 wood. Oh, that's a shame. I'm not going to get to build that. I have to do it in stages. Darn it. Oh, I've basically got to delete all of this now. Or maybe it's just because... Oh, no. It wasn't. It was because this was outside of my territory. Oh, well. Just go ahead and build that and I'll come back to it later. I can get rid of this now. Oops. Alright, let's grab some workers and you can go there. Oh, it's too small. I don't mind. No workers. What I really want to do is just get to building the monastery. Do I have some more people? No, no more volunteers just yet. Good evening, Tales of Tep. This evening we are continuing with the Isle of St. Ambrose. Excuse me. And we will be getting to at least start on this monastery, I hope. I had some reconsidering about how to design this space, and my thoughts are, and feel free to share what your thoughts are, but my thoughts are, I wanted to have this the keep here creeping up the side of this cliff face, and have it as a large tower kind of sitting on top of there, and then have a wall. Let me draw it. You know what? It's easier if I just draw it. So I want to have a tower at the top here, and the keep will kind of come down here and make it a slight enclosure. So these houses will go, and then tie that into the town. So the town will become part of this wall here. I want to move the church into the town, put him there, and then have this keep wall run down here, and then all the way down. And I'm slightly undecided. I'll probably have it cut in, and then across, and then down in here, terminate somewhere there. And then I will have, there's a really, really lovely piece which looks like a low wall that people can walk on, and I want to have that kind of come round here as well, and to tie it all in. This is it's going to take a while to do, obviously, but that's kind of like what my plan is. So this whole area becomes large town, and then we have a monastery over here, and the monastery is going to look something like I don't know, like a tower. In here, I'd like to have some sort of courtyard or something going on here. Another tower, because we'll have a bridge that goes over here. Another tower, a central tower here, and then something going on down there that makes it look nice. So this is all going to be somewhere for people to walk, stuff going on, gardens or something. Actually, this can end up being something like the what's it called? What's that enclosure called, Splendor, that has to be fully enclosed? I can't think what it's called now. Closter, that's the one. Thank you. So have a small cloister here, and then I was thinking about having this here also wrap around as a low wall, and then tie into this here as well. So I'm thinking something pretty large. It won't be exactly like that, obviously, but this is kind of what I've got in mind. Yes, for the mining operation. The mining operation is going to need some protection, so the fort's going to be sitting over the top of that, watching it. Probably have some encampment or patrols here. Maybe. Actually, that might end up going here, because I'm going to need some space for smithing and smelting and whatnot. I probably won't be able to fit much of that into this town area here, because although it seems like a large space, these houses are already upgraded. So it's not as big as you think, this area. One, two, three. And I haven't built anything else yet. No, let's build this guy. The mill. Let's also build the bakery. If I've got a bakery, I'm gonna need another food stall. This is all gonna change. I'm not too worried about it right now. As you can see, I want the manor house to kind of be along the riverside. Yeah, it should take a couple more sessions, I imagine, to get through this, Mo. I was just, to be honest with you, I was just in the previous live stream build, just playing, just messing around in that. What was it called? Iron. Can't remember what it's called now. Ironside, not Ironside. Iron something. Iron Fort. Iron Keep. The keep there was called Iron Keep. And that lost my train of thought then. Iron that previous build, that took 4 sessions to get to most of the way. I think I got down to I got down to tier 2 in it. So, but to be fair, in the kingdom, tier 2 is most of the content. The rest of it is just kind of, I mean, it's to get you through the quests. But this is most of the content for as far as building stuff is concerned. Iron Haven, that's the one. Haven. Haven! I could hear you then shouting at me. Shouting at your screens. It's Haven, you fool. Look at all these willing suckers coming to my... Let's have 4 of you in there. How many have I got? I can't have 5 more spare. No, it's 2. That'll do. This one is too small, it says. This one is too large. Okay, well that works out. So if I get rid of some of that. Still too large. Still too large. Now it's adequate. Now it's adequate. Haha. See what I did there? Big brain move. You know, when the brushes got a square shape, I did think, oh, I'm not going to like that. But now that I've got it, I don't think I could ever go back. Oh, what did I do that for? just going to live with that being too small for a while. And need to figure out some... I'm just going to put 2 in there, because I want to have at least 1 guy working in there, just to get something going. And that's not built yet. Why not? No wood. Why not? Have wood, right? No. Ha! Didn't. Oh, I didn't have any wood. That's because I was using the wood cutters to cut down all the trees on that island. I forgot to repaint that area. Here's a pro tip. I'll tell you what I figured out while I was doing this, because I knew it would take a long time to cut all of this down, and I've used a technique before where you place down some more wood cutting lumber camps. Just place a couple of those down, and then get some new villagers and put them in. And then when they're finished, then you can convert them over to whatever new work place that you want them to go into. So you use them to cut the wood down first, and then they become a farmer or whatever it is that they're going to be in the end. But I don't know, I'm probably telling you how to suck eggs here, but when you reach a point when you're cutting wood where you got full, you're selling the max, and you've stocked the max, and so the woodcutters just sit idle because they don't need to cut any wood. So they just give up. They just go, well, what am I supposed to do? You can't stock anymore. You can't sell anymore. I'm gonna have a break. So I realised that that was going to happen, and so what I started doing was just building like endless amounts of fencing, just building fence over endlessly, like round in a circle. Just doing that forever. And well, do that instead. And that really worked. It ended up being able to deforest the area pretty quickly with that. I mean, it still took a while, but it was, faster than waiting for just sales of wood to happen. Pro tip. Yeah, you could remove it with the brush, actually. That's also a pro tip, but I like to do it the hard way. What am I planning on the island? I'm going to have a party on the island. I'm going to have... a big birthday cake. With 4 candles on to represent how many decades have been alive. And then when I'm finished having a party, I'm going to build a monastery. Yay, my first bakery. A delicious aroma drifts upon the warm wind this morning. It's your village's first bundle of bread, fresh out of the oven, to the delight of every villager and their tingling taste buds. Mmm. I bet they're all complaining they don't have anywhere to live as well. Like, who cares about bread? We don't have a house. Well, they can build houses here, right? Alright, I'm going to remove this one. Yes, Mo, I agree. It's cheating, isn't it, to use the removal brush for trees. I'll ignore the fact that Pellandor just pointed out how stupid I was for not realising that I could use it. That's what happens when you play the game in early access and then you don't have access to these tools and you forget that they're there. Should they now put a word in for me, Pellandor? See what they say. I'm pretty sure they've got enough on their plate right now. Warning. Why isn't it going? Give me 2 seconds. I just got to go and say see you later to one of my kids. I'll be right back. Okay, let's get back to it. I think we can end up having some of this area here as housing. This is something I want to do as well. I'm going to permanently move this out. Let's put it here. Is anybody else having this bug where when you're moving things they disappear, or is it just me? I'm actually going to put him here, and then this guy. Okay. No access to refined food? Why not? There's a little bit of meat there. We don't have enough. I've got boar in plenty. I need another butchery. What's this? Wool for the king. I wonder if I've got... Oh! I've got wool. Let's do it. Everyone's got houses. Why is he unhappy? No, they don't have a house. No food, no refined food, no service. Oh, nobody's got service at the moment. They're all going to complain about that. Oh no, it's not they don't have a house, it's that they don't have a job. What's your problem? Your workplace is unusable. You're a priest, that's because it's still being built. Okay. What's this? Okay. You can stop complaining, and then we can fill up one of these again. Boom. Alright, we're well on the way. We're just missing one or two farmers. We're missing one farmer. A whole bunch of millers doing their job. Just 2 millers missing. Can I sell berry brew at this point? Oh, look at this. I can unlock a new trade. Oh, no, I can't. For a moment there, I was able to unlock a trade route, but then it vanished. Get it while it's there. And now I can start selling bread if I want. I might not produce enough bread for that. If I add another bakery, I can, but I'm not too worried about it because I'm pretty good on coin. 372. That's not bad. Sorry, where am I looking? Here we are, trade routes. Clothes. Berry brew. They built by berry brew. And let's make sure I'm selling berry brew. I'm not. Here we go. So sell berry brew, please. You haven't missed all that much. Most of this was done in the previous stream, so this is part 2 of this particular town. Let's fill the town up with some more workers. Okay. Let's get some bakers maxed out. We got anybody left? No. Just a baker. Okay. Yes. The town centre. What a sad looking sight. I mean, early days kind of makes sense, but I mean, the part of me says that you should be able to unlock in the progression screen somewhere, probably in the common path, the end of the common path here, town centre variations or something. And then you can come to the village centre, edit the building, and then you get different options that you can swap it out for, something like that. Perhaps a modder can do it for us. Ooh, I saw today, I'm sure Splendor, you saw this as well, but the modders, I think yesterday evening, or yesterday evening for me at least, they got access to the latest build for modders, so they've got access to a version of the game now that we don't have access to, where they can actually mod stuff. So they're probably rubbing their hands together in glee at this point. Finally. I only saw it yesterday. I looked at the date on it and I thought it was yesterday that they got access. Maybe it was a brand new version that they got access. Maybe they had access to another version last week, but they definitely got access to a version like a day or so ago as well. Because I looked at the date. Like that. Like that. I don't need this anymore, do I? Go away. Yes. Have you seen what the wheat looks like in the rain? Check that out. I think the wheat looks so good, especially in the rain. Oh yes, there was an update to the beta branch. A little bit jarring when you go back to daytime, clear day. What do you mean, Splendor? What's my thoughts on the progression screen? I'm going to move some of this. I might move this as well, actually, while I'm here. Does this give me? Yes, it does. I'll put him over here. We'll get him coming all the way around here. So we'll add a load of treasury probably. Don't need more. I mean, you can never have too much treasury. It'll be fine. Great hall and tax office. What does the other one do? Oh, oops. We do that one as well. Hold your horses. Why didn't that one move? Cannot build. Why? Oh, that was why. It's quite tricky to figure out what the problem is sometimes, you know. I had to really think about that then. I moved this tower, and the tower gives you, what's it called? Light fortification. And this part of the building, which is the tax office, needs light fortification, and it was too far away to get it when the tower was over there. I figured it out. I think that's it anyway. No, still not it. Why? I think the Great Hall's a little bit bugged on this. Does this have a Great Hall? No, it's just Bailiff and Treasury. This is Great Hall. I can't quite figure it out. I'll wait for this to build. Okay, so I did it before, and I think what I ended up doing was just building a brand new Great Hall, and then I deleted the old one because this one just would not rebuild. It's definitely it feels like a bug because it's not, I don't know, it's just not, it's not giving me any feedback at all. Where's the visitor location? Maybe it's this visitor location here that's red. Says it's too far. Now, okay. Right now it says I can apply changes. Because the visitor location was too far away. Right. Okay, we did it. We did it, chat. Thank you very much for all your help. Why do I have 4 tax collectors? Do I have 4 tax collectors? Oh, I've got space for 4 because the building size is space for 4. But I've actually only got 2 working. I'll tell you why I've got 2 working. If you right click on your coins, you can see every building has a coin, and I mean, this is how I'm figuring out. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but if the building has coins and there's lots of them and they all have coins that are like of a high number, like here's 10, 10, 4's even, that's quite high, I think, probably means that you either don't have enough tax collectors or they're too far away and they're not collecting it fast enough. So this is basically telling you there's money on the table that you haven't collected, so get some more collectors in. I'm not too worried at the moment because, like I said, I'm still making enough money. But that can change. That can change. Yeah, it's still going well. I want to get this guy moved over. I want to get this guy moved over. Oh, the butchery gets moved around so much until eventually I decide where he's going to live. Such an awkward building. I like it, but it's just awkward. You can go here for the time being. All right. You know what? I think I might get rid of these. Colin, I think patrollers is possibly the most talked about topic on the Polymorph Discord. The patrolling, I think it's a bit Marmite for people, if I'm honest. Some people really like it, some people really don't like it. I think the mechanic is... It's okay. Personally, I think it's okay. After using it now in anger and playing with it a lot, I really think what we need to be able to do, and I haven't voiced this yet, but I think what we need to be able to do is click on a watch post. If any watch post, so any either in the manor or in the castle or one of these watchtowers that you place down, you should be able to click on it, and then you should have exactly the same function that you do. Go away. When you paint an area for, not the lumber camp, for the forester camp or a farm or something, where you assign an area where that particular watch post. So if I click on this watch post here, and then I click paint area, and then I can tell that watch post, this is your area. And I feel like that might go some way to alleviating this irritating message. Additionally, this pop-up, that comes at the top of the screen, I really don't think it should be appearing until it gets to like 75% patrol coverage not met. At the minute it gets to like 5 or 10% and it pops up. It's too much. I don't mind it all that much, you know, on the forester, and it's okay. I don't mind it. I understand why they've done it. It's just a creative choice, and I'm fine with it. I'm okay. But I think a little. This is my criticism of Foundation in general. There are a lot of different game mechanics, and some of the mechanics work in the same way, but you don't achieve them in the same way. That makes sense. So where's an example? Yeah, okay, so this is probably a good example. This mechanic for the coverage of the patrollers and whatnot, it technically for the game devs, I'm sure it's working in exactly the same way that the coverage for the forester camp and the farms work, but they're just not showing us it in the same way. They're not letting us do it in the same way. So they've got like the same tool, but different ways to interact with it. And I think that's where the confusion comes in. I think it's just they've decided to let us play with it in two different ways. And I think that's what's confusing. It's just my opinion. Lord Bara's opinion. And he's entitled to it. Let's have some village fortifications. Who's this that doesn't have a house? A miner. All my miners live here. He doesn't have a house. Okay. Right. Okay, so I'll show you my solution to this here now. Right, I quite like the fact that this has got a little gap here. So I'm actually going to put a little door in here as well. I'm not quite sure where exactly yet. So let's just hold off on that for a second. And I don't need to build a tower anymore. But if I take the manor house and I build a watch post, I don't need to have a tower for this, which I like because I don't like to have random towers dotted around. But what I'll do is I'll put this here with a little door. It's just a little hut. And that will give me the ability to recruit actually 2 patrollers and 2 watchmen, but I don't need to. And now what I want to be able to do is click on paint for that and then just paint that area so they stay here. Because what they will do now is those guys will go, oh, I'm a watchman, I'm going to go and patrol this one over here miles away, and it takes me ages to get back, and by the time I've got back they're all complaining that they don't have any coverage anymore. I don't want that, and let me just tell them where to go. in exactly the same way that I tell the farmers where to farm and the foresters where to forest. And I think that would solve the problem. I'm sure there'd have to be some testing of it, but I feel like that would be the solution. Valentin's shouting at me. Why did they leave? Let me just catch up with what you're asking. I had a mission yesterday. Lower the taxes, so I lowered them to 0 because you had a lot of gold. And 25 villages left at once. And it went from 89 happiness and went down to 39 in 20 seconds. Why did they leave? Good question. I don't know. I'd need to know more about what you did there. That seems a little bit odd, if I'm honest. You had 2 workers, Hut. It took a long time for them to build a stone bridge. That's because you didn't have enough stone. And builders. I think when it comes to building things in Foundation, it's really important to realize, oh, by the way, I completely didn't notice that. That is an absolute win. It's really important to realize that building things is limited by how much materials you have on supply. So if you've got 196 stone and you build something which is more than 196 stone, you'll have to wait for that to be produced, and it's kind of like it's timed, isn't it? So it takes a certain amount of time for that to be produced. So building things is all about how much stuff you actually produce. So if it takes a long time, it means that you're not producing enough of whatever it is that you need to produce, that you need it. The other thing to realise about Foundation is it's more complicated than you realise. There are a lot of moving parts. And it can be quite difficult to keep track of it all. I mean, it's not even a criticism. I do it all the time. Just don't realize why something's not happening, and it's because my production chain is a bit naff, and then I have to go back and like, oh, I need more stone. So what I actually need to do is go around, find some stone, and get some more stone cutters, and then suddenly it's okay. But that's not the full story, because I also need more transporters to transport the stone, and I need more builders to build with the stone, and it's all just part of the complexity of it. On the flip side, Valentin, it could also have been a bug that you experienced. It's possible. There are bugs. Let's get some patrol coverage on here. So I can have more messages pop up. How many patrollers do I have in here? I've got 3 patrollers in here. Yeah, forbidden zones catch me out quite often, actually. Right, I'm gonna get this planned out right now. Let's plan it. Oh, there's a little gap there. Can't have that. Can't have a gap in the defences. This is the best tower I can have. I'm not going down this path, so I might just live with it. It's fine. I really wish I could select all of these parts and do it all in one go. Doing it one part at a time is a little bit frustrating, if I'm honest. There we go. I'm not trying to make this complicated, you understand. I'm just putting a simple structure down. Like that. How much is that going to take me? See, that only takes 14 stone, but it's 323 wood. Which I've got, you know, I'm just shy of 100. 43 tools, that is a big ask, 43 tools. Let's see if I can do tooling. Yeah, if I start doing tooling. That'll do for now. I just made a big boo-boo here, haven't I? I don't have any barracks. Let's replace this part with barracks. You know what I could start doing? I could have a go at least. If people give me their save files, I could see if I could fix the problems. I'll try to understand what they are. I spend so much time troubleshooting in this game. Oh, I just missed those guys. Darn it. What do I need for that? I need a door. Oops. Why is that red? Nobody knows. What do I need for this? Training. Let's see, training. I don't really want to go down this route. I might just, you Yeah, but I need an armory. I must have an armory, otherwise I can't. This is a bit pointless. Ah, that'll do. You see now, if I put a door up here somewhere, villagers can get access to here. They'll just teleport from the bottom to the top. Okay, before I build that, I need tools. So I've got tooling now. Let's lay this out. Oh, charcoal hut. I'm going to need that. That's fine. This is big enough. I probably need 2 of those in the end, but I'll just go with 1 for now. Wool. I don't have enough wool. You know what, Raffleby? That's a really fair point. Sometimes you get to a place where you're building something and something's not working and you can't understand why and you're having to figure it out. I actually think that's the hallmark of a game that is well designed, because it's not obvious. You actually have to engage with the game mechanics and figure out, like, and then all the information is here. You can do all of, like you saw me do earlier with this manor house here, and I couldn't get it to rebuild, and the reason was, okay, admittedly I felt like it wasn't giving me enough feedback, but there was feedback, because that little arrow had turned red, and if I was just looking, you know, that arrow was actually buried in beneath this well here, and maybe that was on my part, maybe that was my bad, or maybe it was bad game design that it allowed it to be obscured by that. You could argue that, but my point is that all of the feedback, the mechanics, they were there, and you know, it's good game design, that the information's there, and I can trace the issue, I can find it if I just spend a little bit of time. And so it's a fair point to say that, you know, if it's all too easy and too simplistic and it's handed to you on a plate, then that's a little bit, how would you say it? It's not satisfying gameplay, is it, if it's all a bit too easy? You want it to be a little bit hard. You want to have some pushback, some feedback, at least something. Give me something. Might need 2 of those. We'll just go with 1. Blacksmith. In fact, we've only got 1 iron deposit, so I love the blacksmith house, by the way. It's one of my favourite buildings. The smithery, the smith, the forge. Are you in charge of the wiki, Pelendor? Oh. I don't envy that, if I'm honest. have this. Perfect. Yes. I really love that. Let's get some people. What's going on here? Okay, charcoal burner. Yep, we'll start with that. We're going to need to store all of this stuff as well, so we're going to need another warehouse now. Okay, things are starting to ramp up now. This is where it starts to get a little bit more taxing, because having multiples of things just complicates the issue. Where am I going to put this other? I think I'm going to put it here. Logistics. Warehouse. Or we could put it here. Or we could put it here. In fact, I will put it here. And then we're going to have another sawmill as well at some point. We're only producing 25. So we definitely need another sawmill. What does Lady Bara think of my little village worlds? Lady Bara doesn't think anything of my little village worlds whatsoever. They're of no consequence to her. Lady Bara humours me. And I'm grateful for that. First tools forged. An industrious clang of metal echoes through the village. Tools are now crafted, not bought. Your villagers are eager to build, create, and thrive with these sturdy instruments. Ah, classic. I only ever play on classic. Oh, there's a brown circle on the houses. I didn't notice. Where is there a brown circle on my houses? He's upgraded, and he's in the brown circle. He will, the density will upgrade. It's the quality that won't upgrade. And I don't care about the quality. Only serfs are ever going to live here. Does the charcoal hut need a close woodcutter zone to extract its wood? Yes. Just bury a charcoal producer in a forest that has a forester camp, because they will cut down trees automatically, and the forester camp can replenish them. But if there's no trees nearby, they'll just go to whatever trees are closest to them. I don't think there's a maximum radius on it either, so they'll just go as far as they need to. Let's have coal in here. Wait a minute, let's have a look what's in my other one. I've got wood, planks, sorry, not stone, tools, stone and polished stone. Well, I've got everything I need. So it was just coal I was missing out on. I'll put iron ore in here, but I'll never have any iron ore in here unless I find somewhere else. I even doubt I'll get to common wares. Probably not. I said earlier I was just messing around in Ironhaven, which was a previous live stream, and they were that was all about tools, and I had tons and tons of iron ore. But that's not going to happen in this one. Still got a few spaces free in these houses though. Not bad. Yeah, not bad. I will have this area here as housing. I think a lot of people will sleep on foundation, and they'll miss out because of the art style. They won't realise how in depth it is. Obviously, not the people who really like city builders and they just try them all. But people who are just casually like looking for games that they might like, I think they'll sleep on this, which would be a shame. Oh, I missed them. I thought I was going to get to them in time. Never mind. You should listen to Splendor. His advice is sacred. I rate Splendor's advice. He knows what he's talking about. Let's move this guy. This is another thing I really like about the full release now, is that I can just take the gathering huts, bury them in the edge of a bit of forest somewhere, and forget about it. And it's not exactly it's not an inspired production chain, you know. It's just berries. But I don't have to move them around or anything anymore. I like that. Didn't need to do that. Don't need to do this either. I just I won't be able to sleep at night. Knowing that it's not tidy. Oh no. Then I have to prove to myself that I don't have OCD. See that little bit there? That little bit there. Oh, I can't leave that though. Okay, this bit here, I'm going to leave this little bit here just to prove to myself that I don't have OCD. Okay? Don't think about it. Don't think about it. Let's go. Let's see if there's any people to get. No, nobody. Ooh, got a little thing. Coin surplus. Yes, I know. I'm rich. Here comes some willing participants. You have to explain to me what a full Batyuski run is, but yeah, why not? See what it's like. I think what I will end up doing with the fortifications is I'll put the city wooden fortifications on here and keep it all wood. I want this okay, so the aesthetic for me is that the town is just lightly fortified and the monastery is like a big thing. Get some guys before they disappear again. Oh. What do I get for that? Cheese? Okay, so get some decorations. Sculptures, not that we can make them. Glassworking, not that we can make any glass. We'll get an edict. I could upgrade the bridge, but I won't because I'm going to keep the one that I've got. It's part of the aesthetic. That's what I was just saying. Candles. Now, we're going monastery, so candles is definitely something that we can make. Yeah. Dairy. Dairies. We'll see, we'll get it. I don't know if I will make any dairy. Barrels. There's no way that I'm going to be able to make barrels or jewelry on this map unless I start going deep into the forest and exploring, and I'm not up for that. I want to get onto the monastery, and this is already taking long enough, so let's just 2 more in there. He's full. What about my blacksmith? Get another one in there. What about the charcoal? Nope, I'm out of people. Okay. Okay, so the Batyuski run is all the mods on high difficulty. Okay. I can't swear on the live stream, otherwise YouTube will flag me. I could buy iron ore. I'm going to replace this gate, maybe? Or I might keep it. I don't know. Do I make tools yet? Where's my tools? Tools. 14. And I'm buying tools. I shouldn't need to buy tools anymore. How much bread have I got? 37. Let's have bread at the top, please. How come I don't make a lot of bread? Because I don't make any flour? Why don't I make any flour? I've got 199 flour in there. 199 wheat, sorry, and 0 flour. Why? Population hits 100. 101. Might have to do some troubleshooting around bread situation. I think I know what the solution is already. What about jobs? Who needs people? Charcoal burner, let's have another one. Tavernier. Okay. Alright, before I say it, does anybody know why I'm not making enough bread? I think I know the reason. Did you see all those decorations? That's not even all of them. I still have one more pack, plus all of the decorations that are in the other estates that you can only unlock through their estate. Crazy. I love the fact that your banner... What is my banner for this one, actually? But your banner goes on the actual banners now. Bees, that's right, because it's the Isle of St. Ambrose. Five. Nobody volunteered a reason. It's because I need another windmill. Alright. Moving these. Am I moving these? Yes. I could make more meat. If I made more meat, I could sell more meat. I do need another butcher. That's been a long time coming. I'm so close to getting on, start planning this monastery now as well. I'm basically there. I'm just going to put him here for the time being. This is so messy. It's really uninspired. But it's fine. It's a really large area. I quite like this, the manor house to kind of have a weaving pattern. I'll show you what I mean. So continue this out here, probably leave a, continue it and then have a gap. And have it connect up to that, section it off, and then I could have more manor house down here. I'll probably take that out. I want to have this something like that. Okay, let's fill this up. Let's add one in there. I think I'm on top. Rustic food. Rustic food. Still don't have tools. Rustic food. Fish. Is that because I need more territory for fish? I mean, 1, 2. I can see 2 fish there. There's another one there if I buy it. I mean, I can afford more territory if I want. Let's get another territory. And then I can have another fisherman. And then absolutely cover all of my needs. Where's fish? Food production. Here we go. Fisher hut. Put that down. Oh, there's fish there as well. Okay, so I can put a fisherman over there if I want. Doesn't make any sense, but I mean, it's okay. It's okay having 2 fishermen there. I'll come back to this and redo it. I don't have any commoners in the bakery. No, I don't have any commoners full stop right now. My general practice is I don't have, until I'm completely satisfied with the way that the town looks aesthetically, it is only at that point that I start to optimize and start promoting people and upgrading the town in general. I'm still not satisfied with the way that this looks. I need to redo all of this town here. And yeah, it all looks still scattered and messy and not as organised as I'd like it to be. Like, why is this path not straight? They're drunk. Let's fix that while I'm here. That's a bit better. What gap in the green? You mean the gap where the path is between these two residential areas? You mean this gap here in the middle? I know, I know, I know, I knew I did it as well. I knew I did it. Okay, well good. I'm gonna stop doing it now. Okay, that's fine. There's that area there. It's fine. I just nibble that. Oh no, I've gone over now. Got a bit over. To put that, no. Let's take this bit off. Okay. Is he good? Right, okay. I'll stop. I'll get rid of this forbidden area here. Doesn't do anything. They seem to just walk straight through it anyway. Don't know what the point of that is. Now that I've put this forbidden zone down the middle, they just don't use that path at all. Ugh. Give up. Sometimes you just give up. Am I making tools yet? Yes, I've got 24 tools. How many does this take? 38. Right, that's bad news. Why am I not making any tools? Is it because I just don't have enough iron ore? Probably. Am I making any iron ore? I've got 60 iron ore. I've got 60 iron ore. And he's producing some iron. 36. That's included? No, I've got 164 iron ore. Alright, so I've got loads in storage as well. Okay, so I could definitely do another iron smelter. I knew that was going to happen. I've got a fisherman over here that needs a job. Well, and there's some more willing victims coming down the line. And smelter. That'll do. This seems ridiculously out of place now. Let's put him... there. I'm going to need another one of these. Oh, it's already open. 1. And this is only 2. Yeah, Peter, you're right. I could do with another charcoal burner as well. And you're right to say that a general rule of thumb is 2 to 1. It's more or less 2 to 1 for most of the production chains. All right. I give up on this for the time being. Well, not give up on it, but it's distracted me. I want to get and start thinking about this. And I kind of sketched it out a little bit, didn't I? So, ignore the birthday cake. Let's get rid of that. Monastery. Now you need everything, and I usually start with the chapel. Now I've got 2 windmills. My bottleneck is the bakery. You're absolutely right. And I don't care. As long as I've got enough that nobody's complaining, I don't care about selling it. Because I've got enough gold coming in. It's all about priorities. Right. Where am I going to put a chapel? I just heard something build, actually. Something finished building. What was it? Oh, it's a charcoal. Let's add that. I did put 2 guys in there, didn't I? Yep. A guy and a gal. Right. Chapel in the middle. Dorms. Let's do monks' dorms first. dorm? Dorm here? No, we won't have a dorm there. Dorms need a... Oh no, they don't. One of them needs a tower. I think it's the chapel needs a tower. Tower, yep. Chapel needs a tower. I went through a phase where all of my village centres had to have either a church tower or a monastery tower. It was like a thing for me, but I'm over it now. I'll worry about that in a minute. I just want to get things placed down generally. That's a monk dorm. Let's do a nun dorm. Hands up if you put your monks' dorms and your nuns' dorms attached to each other, and if you think that's okay. Richie, yes, you're absolutely correct. You don't need a tavern until you've got commoners, unless you want to sell berry brew and beer, which is completely fine. Well, you're in luck. Anybody that doesn't quite know how to do a cloister, I'll go over that as I build this. So, what do I need? Also, I need a scriptorium. Where's that? There it is. Oh, I said I was going to put a cloister there, didn't I? So, I'd like to have this as garden, as yeah, some sort of garden. So I'll put a scriptorium over here. And what else? And we need a refectory. Oh, that's got to go in the back here, hasn't it? All right. So that's where they're going to go and eat. Brilliant. So this is going to come later when we eventually unlock the cloister. Is there anything else that I can build right now? I mean, I need a grange, but a grange is that, and I can go anywhere. I don't know where that's going to go right now. But berry gardens, herb gardens, and a vegetable garden. Vegetable garden will go somewhere else, not here, not maybe. No, I don't think I'll put a vegetable garden here, but it will go somewhere. Oh yeah, okay. I'll do one. I'll do one here. Vegetable garden. I'll do one over here. Right. That'll do for now. I personally think that the monks' dorms and the nuns' dorms should be separate. It's just my personal feeling. But I have put them together before in the past. but I feel bad about it. I feel like the monks will probably get taken advantage of somehow. Too far? Too far. Richie, I'd love them to add a sketching. I'd love them to add an extra brush that you can click on, paintbrush, and it says sketch, or yeah, sketch. If it's called a brush called sketch, and then it has a pop-up. When you click it, across the top here, a little pop-up appears, and you can select a color, and then you can keep changing it and do as much as you want. I'd love that, but it's never going to happen. No. This one. Oh dear. Faceplant. It's a bit of a slope, that, isn't it? Let's do it at the top there. That's okay. I'd like to have yeah, one of those. We have it like that. Let's have it like that, and then we have that on the front, and like that. Can I put a stained glass piece on that part? I don't know if I can. No, I can't do it on there. I can only do it on the end here. That's a shame. So even if I couldn't put a stained glass piece on the end there. Damn. I'd have to put it there. It's not the end of the world. I didn't really want it there. But then I can put a stained glass piece here. Don't want to do it right now. Where's my visitor location going to be? Boom. In the middle? Right in the middle. Too far. Still too far. Damn. I love these little end pieces. They're actually bells, they ring, but you can't control them like the tower bells, but they still ring. Yes. Cool. This is going to be crazy on resources. What building do I have here? A refectory. Okay, a refectory is a simple one. Can I put the Grange anywhere I want? I might just put the Grange down here, maybe? No. If I put the Grange here, and then I put a tower there. Mind you, the tower's going to go there, isn't it? Oh, the Grange is going to get moved. You just know it. Where would I put a little vegetable patch then? Not sure about that. Definitely going to have the berry pickers and the herb pickers in here. I'll fence this off. Ah, I know. You can go here. You can go here, and then we can have a vegetable patch down there. But I do want to have a tower here and a tower here. Probably won't quite be as large as that. What's this? Scriptorium. Okay, fair enough. Scriptorium is just going to go here like this. Can I build treasury? I can do free build. Right, I'm going to do free build here, and the reason is I don't want loads and loads of monks working in the scriptorium. Because otherwise, when it comes to it, and this all gets built, there's going to be loads and loads of vacant jobs for... In fact, it's a fair point, because if I build all of this as refectory, the same thing will happen. So I'll have to change it. I'm going to just do it as free build. And what I can do is, as things grow and expand, I like this one. As things grow and expand, I can change these, change the function of them so that they do other things. But I don't want to have tons and tons of vacant jobs, otherwise you don't have any control over where the nuns and the monks actually work. What's this? Monks' dorms. Okay. Why did I do that? I don't know. I'm doing it again. I want free build, not monk storms. More free build, free build. Ah, lovely. Let's make this a bit bigger. Let's randomize these so it looks a bit more interesting. What have we got? One more piece? Nuns' dorms, okay. Free build doesn't have any function, Richie. See all the different functions that there are. They call them sub-buildings. But the chapel is a function, the monk's dorms is a function, and they do different things within the monument. The monastery monument, in this case. And free build has no function. But if you click on this little cog here, you can change the function to whatever you want at any time. So what I'm doing is, when I build a monk's dorms, no, it's a bad example. When I build a refectory or a scriptorium, that requires a certain amount of monks to work in it, depending on the size of the building. And when I click build on everything, you don't get to choose where the monks and the nuns work, but you'll have loads of free working space for them. And what I don't want to end up is a situation where I've got loads and loads of requirement for refectory workers, and I have to fill it all up with refectory workers before they can start doing other things like writing manuscripts or working on the vegetable garden or something like that. So I'm just restricting it, and then later on when I need more, I'll just change this function to something else. It's just one way of doing it. Build all. Ouch. That's going to take ages. Hi, Susanna. Add a random church tower, I guess. Yeah, I know. It just looked right. It felt like the right thing to do. Like, I've left this grange just randomly in the middle of nowhere. I don't know what to do with it. I'll think about it later. And I haven't built any of the herb gardens or the berry picker gardens or anything. So let's just build some stuff first, and then we'll get to the rest of it later. And when this is built, I still need to come back and put a fence around it and whatnot. Let's just see if it works. And then I'm going to get another set of builders on the case as well, otherwise we'll be here until Christmas. Where is it? Where is it? Builder. Splendor said it first. They took away the stick of power, the stick of might, the stick of moving. It's the main thing they took away. They took away masterpieces as well. But they'll come back, I'm pretty sure. I liked masterpieces a lot. I have a feeling, and it's just a feeling. I'm not basing this on anything, but I think masterpieces will come back in a big way. I hope they do. Masterpieces were like complete quests. You know, the guys that come up and they give you quests. Oh, give us some wood for whatever. Yeah, let's do a trade. 100 wood for something or other. And when you hit milestones or did enough quests, they would give you a reward, and it would be a blueprint for something special, like a golden cross or an automated fountain or something like that. And it would take a lot to build, a lot. Because right now, what are those guys called? So the builders have an extension in them. Here they are. Sculpture workshop and a stained glass workshop. So one of the masterpieces was other stained glass as well. And the sculpture workshop, they require marble to build sculptures, and the masterpieces would need glass, and they would need marble. So they were difficult to make. But they were. It was the true end game content. TLDR, it was a stick. Another thing that they took away was I don't know if you remember this, Splendor, but there used to be a special event where I don't know what the trigger was, but when a travelling minstrel would stop by into the tavern randomly. I don't know what the trigger was for it, but you would build a tavern, and after something or some random amount of time, a minstrel would stop by and he would give you a big message and say, "Oh, I'm a travelling minstrel." I can't remember what he said now. It was really cool. And he would give you a blueprint for something as well. I can't remember what that was. It was so long ago. But yeah, I really missed that. I really liked that a lot. It was one of the things that I felt was really special, and there wasn't another example of anything else like that happening in the game. I really liked it a lot. Like a travelling minstrel would come by, and he would regale everybody. I don't remember what the version number was. 1.7 sounds about right there. Lush garden, is that what it was? He gave you the lush garden. There was another one for the castle. What was it called? The official garden. Was there a lush garden as well? I do remember a lush garden. I think I do. Colin, you know how everybody wants to be able to move an entire monument piece? So you build the monument piece, and at the minute you go into the build mode, and then I can double click that and it will select all of the tax office, or I can double click that and it will select all of the Great Hall. But I can't, there's no way for me to get all of it. Well, the stick used to be like literally a stick. Just imagine there in the middle of the grass there's a stick sticking out, and you could click on the stick and then it would grab the whole monument and you could move the whole monument and turn it and whatnot. That's what they're talking about. Yeah, those were... That's the full list of them. Lush garden, official garden, marble fountain, automated fountain, knight statue, giant gate, stained glass, the pilgrim shrine, which I loved, by the way, and the gem cross. What's brown and sticky? A stick. Could do with a bit more fish, but apart from that's the only thing that I'm run low on is fish. I've got lots of iron ore, to be honest, and iron, and tools are healthy, relatively healthy. Actually, they're probably very healthy because I'm using a lot of them to build the monastery, which I can also already start piling tons and tons of villagers into if I wanted to. I'm low on coal, but I'm high on tools. I would say I'm probably high on tools once that's stopped building. So I don't care that I'm low on coal. I don't want to overproduce coal. I'm not going to bother selling coal for 1 gold. Oops, wrong one. Because you can sell coal now in the castle harbour. I don't know if I'll... Yeah, I should be able to unlock that once this is built. I think the masterpieces will come back, Colin. In fact, I don't know if I can say it. I don't think there's a problem if I say it. I think we've been told publicly that masterpieces will return, but they didn't say anything else. I think. What's that? 404, Bara not found? I don't get it. Splendor, did you join Foundation in early access when it still looked like Windows 3.1? Oh, I see what you mean, yeah. I've got loads of money. Let's put some beautifications down. There we go, they can see where they're going now. As they walk the drunken path. I tried to help them, but they're just not interested. Can't add anybody yet. I actually have quite fond memories of the Windows 3.1 looking UI. It was so clunky. It was comical. Oh god, that's really jarring. To stop doing that. I'm going to plan the rest of this out while I'm waiting for the monastery to build, because that's going to take ages. Oh, I've got the major passageway. I forgot about that. Shall we have it here on the bridge? Yes. Why I'm in the bushes? Why? Does this bridge have coverings? No. This is going to sound a little bit morbid, but I'm actually a bit sad that there's no death in the game. That was planned. And I was looking forward to having births and deaths so that I could track the villagers' family lineages. But alas, no, these ones are the ones that you can make extensions. Oh, I love this now. Check that out. I mean, it looks silly, but you know what I mean. It looks cool. Tell you what I'll do. If I change that so it's just one side doing it, and then make that, take him away, and then put this guy here instead, but lower. These are so... Oh, why am I in the bushes again? These buildings I'm going to make, once I've wrapped my head around it a bit more, and remember that they're there, like what I want to do with this building now is put it here, in the middle of town, and have it like here. Really nice looking... in the middle of your town looking buildings with the overhangs. I love that a lot. And I think it fits really well with the tier 2, tier 3 buildings as well. The density ones. It's a bit tall. Yeah, that looks about right. But how cool does that look? It needs a door. We can do that. We can have a little door. We can start to form the town. Yeah, I know it would. Having life and death in the game would make it more complicated, which is why I think they dropped it, because in reality the game's pretty complicated enough as it is, and I respect them for knowing when too much is too much. So I don't hate that it's not in the game, and I'm sure that then when they play tested it in house, they realised that actually it was made it too difficult. Aren't all city builder games, city painter games in the end, once you wrap your head around the mechanics, they, like right now, I'm not worried about anything that's going on. Like I know my money's sorted. I know all of my resources are sorted. You know, everything's fine. Everything's running fine. I can quite happily just sit here and just paint and plan, but it's only because I'm at a point where I got a handle on most of the mechanics. I think once you get to a point, I got to a point like that in City Skylines as well, where I stopped worrying about how, to keep things running. It just made sense. I think, Yeah, I think most city builders eventually become city painters. I'm okay with that. I'm looking at this now, wondering if it's too much. Is that too much? I mean, that just this here, I feel is okay. But if I really do extend it all the way down here, I think it ends up being a bit too... It'll look too weird. In fact, this looks too much now. Just too big. That's okay. But you wouldn't want to go any bigger. Where did I originally say it? Yeah, all the way. Yeah, I think it's too much. This red line here is a good indicator, actually. How do you decide how large to have your church? Click on your church. It tells you that what your weekly attendance is, 81. And my rule of thumb is you're allowed double your population in that, which I'm right at before they'll start complaining. They're not actually complaining right now. Part of that is because it's close by where they live. So the closer it is, the easier it is for them to get there. And when you're planning things, so this is why I've got my town centre, although technically my town centre is over here. This is why I've got my town centre actually in the centre of all my business. So I've got on one side I've got houses, and the other side I've got work. And all of my, what's it called? My market and my bakery, they're all in the town centre, along with the church, so that everybody has to come here to get food and water and church, so they can be colonial like this, so that they can be efficient. Hi Raymond. Yeah, I looked out last week and got the bestest bailiff ever. Here we are. Perfect timing, Raymond, by the way. Isle of St. Ambrose is now a hermitage. You couldn't have timed that better, could you? You did that on purpose. Nice, 35%. Well done. An aura of serenity settles in as your first villagers recite their religious vows and convert to a life of ascetic piety. I still don't know how to say that properly. Ascetic. Your people have been blessed with a monastery. May it bring faith and wealth. The monastery has been founded. What's this? welcoming a faith. The bishop appreciates seeing the new settlement dedicate itself to the monastic life. He wants to help you, his new vassal, and appointed steward to ensure you have everything you need. What do you plan next? I am going to build a magnificent monastery, but I don't need the materials. I want to be an influential among the clergy. I'll probably go for that. Or do I want gold? I don't need the gold, so I will. It's always best to go for the Splendor. Gifts received. Religious gifts. If I get beer, which I can afford, I'm getting it. And common wares, it's pointless. I'm never going to be able to make. Mind you, I've got a lot of iron, haven't I? I've got a lot of iron. I'll get it. I'm not going to need a luxury market, am I? No. I'll get it anyway. I can afford it. I might as well. You know what? Why do I agonize over it? I'm rich beyond my wildest dreams. In the computer game world, you understand. Look at all these parts. Love it. Love it. So much stuff. Oh, you took a screenshot of the 35%. Nice. Put it on the Patreon. I want to see it. I've never seen it myself. Post it as something on the as a post on the Patreon. And just for hermits staying inside, watch Foundation gameplay instead of experiencing the outside world. You have to get out, touch some grass. You see, I knew any technical questions. Pelendor's the man. He is the wiki man. We have the official wiki consort to Foundation in the house tonight. It is Pelendor, ladies and gentlemen. Feel free to ask him any questions. If I click on a new, how do I get a new bailiff then? How do I do that again? Do I just build another bailiff office and I can have two? I can't have two bailiffs, can I? I don't think you can have two bailiffs. I'm pretty sure you can't. Where's the bailiff office? I've got 18% right now. I've got way more Splendor than I had before, or should do. If I sack this bailiff and then try again, can I do that? Ah, sod it. What have I got to lose? Jesus the bailiff. You're unemployed. Yeah, so why are you still here? There we go. She's gone. Right. Now there's still 18%. And now I'm annoyed because Ziza was giving me like 18% on trade. Oh, whose idea was that? Did somebody talk me into that, or did I do it to myself? See you later, Colin. I don't want any of these. I want trade. Ugh. I need Splendor on the bailiff office. Where's my visitor location? Let's have one of those down here. Too far. And let's get some of this. I've got lots of Splendor on this actually. Okay, we'll have that. I'm going to turn it so it faces that way. Why not? We get a fountain in here as well. Here we go. I shouldn't be doing this because I'm actually building. Will this one cover it? No. I'm going to do this. It will stick out a little bit, but oh well. And then some of these, maybe. Oh, what are the ones that stick to the walls? There they are. Sweet. Let's get some little wooden benches. All the benches give you one. Oh no, this polished bench gives you two. I'm going to do some wooden ones. I'm using all the polished stone for the monastery. A little planter. There. Now what do I get? 28. Yay! There we go. Don't need more happiness, but Atalana is the bailiff. Not for much longer. See ya. Actually, it gives me time to build this because I'll get even more now, won't I? I need a couple of tools. Let's prioritize that. I can't do it. I can't hack it so much that it's just like, I mean, I don't know how hot my PC can get before it explodes. Anymore? Combatant training. Trade plies. Yes, that's the what I want. That's what I want. All right. Well, finish building this. I'm super excited. 28%. Come on, bring me the rest of the stuff, Alberto. What time is it? It's 8:17. I'm getting close to a shut off for this, but hopefully we'll get a little bit more of this done. We'll definitely get this this bailiff done. I'll tell you what I'm going to do though, guys and gals, is before I log out for the night, I'm going to go back. I'm going to show you Ironhaven, because I was tinkering with that this afternoon, and I just thought I'll just show you what I've been doing. And yeah. Oh, now it's 40%. Check it out. Bildis. Bilhidis. I'm trying to say it in like, okay, it's not a hard word. Bilhidis. No, it just sounds like I'm drunk. Either way, excuse me, 40%. Barbara. There you go. Barbara. Oh, even better. Barbara. For anybody that's gets the Flight of the Conchords reference, Barbara. What was her name? Barbara. No, it wasn't. It was Barbara. No, it wasn't. It was Barbara. No, it wasn't. It was Barbara. There's no such name as Barbara. A bit. I had to outdo you, Raymond. Sorry. I had to get 40%. You know how it works now. You can game the system. How's it coming along? There we go. Let's have some more peeps. Now we're full. Bara. Yeah, I could have done that. Let's have another little go at this while I'm here. What building was this? It was the candle workshop. Definitely going to need the candle workshop. If I put the candle workshop here... No, that's going to be a bit weird. If I put it down here instead... No, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get out my other buildings that I'm going to need eventually anyway. So I'm probably going to need... I'm definitely going to need another bakery. I'm definitely going to need... I'm going to want a cheesemaker. Just one there. They don't like the breweries. Hey, Big Abes. Yes, I have got your bar. You're in the pub. Nice. I'm glad you got a good signal. Okay, heads up. UK time, Saturday mornings 8 o'clock is the time that I schedule a video to go live weekly. I always schedule one to go live Saturday morning at 8 o'clock UK time. And I've stuck to that pretty well actually for like the last 4 months, I think, which is as long as I've been doing this, to be honest. But I've been doing every Saturday. I always do one at 8 o'clock in the morning, and so I've got one coming up this Saturday, and I'm going to be naming everything in Capybara. And Big Abe's, you're up, you're in there. You got a special shout out and a special name, so stand by for that. Saturday morning. Like, the reason I do that is because I think of Saturday morning as like kids cartoon shows, and I thought, you know, why not? Common wares. What's this? Gold smelter, I'm not going to get to it. Jewelry shop, I'm not going to get to it. Don't care about that. What else we got? And cooperage. Could do a cooperage, but the cooperage is going to go over here. Think about that later. It's quite a few buildings here. Oh, you get it at 2 o'clock in the morning in Oklahoma. Yeah, I realise it's different for everybody all over the world. But that means that you also get it at 8 o'clock in the morning though, right? Because I'm assuming you're not up at 2 o'clock. Maybe you are. Yeah, it's a special one this Saturday. It's slightly longer than normal. I tried to keep my videos like around the 20-minute mark, but this one I couldn't, because I wanted to do the naming of buildings and whatnot as well. So it's longer. It's closer to 30 minutes. An influential village yet again. Where would I put another bakery? What's this? Cheese? Yeah. Let's put the bakery here. I can extend this out. What's that? Oh, I know. You can get moved. Butcher. You can go down here. Thanks, Andrew. I'm just glad I'm amazed anybody watches them, and I'm glad people enjoy them. I just, I started the channel because I wanted to make some videos playing Foundation. It's really not complicated, and I just, yeah. Somebody gave me a really wacky comment yesterday, or was it today? Might have been today actually, and said I sounded like a confident Paddington Bear. I thought, I'll take it. Jeez. What's this? Candles. Why am I struggling with the candle workshop? Maybe he just goes here. This building hasn't changed in a long time. Or he could go here and bookend this building, couldn't he? That works. No, I'd like it to be a bit longer. I'd like that to be a bit longer. Let's add a piece. Add this guy in. I might add another one. Actually, I might put a tower in just to spice it up a little bit. Don't tend to use these that much. That works. And now we can bookend it. There we go. And if I move this guy over a little bit. Aha, there we go. Now you can see it starts to come together a little bit more. Still need to finish this off here. I'll probably put a return on this building. And then this can be maybe more vegetable patch, I think, from the monastery. What do you build first, a monastery or a castle? What do you build first? Monasteries are more complicated to manage. Castles are heavier on resources and your economy. I don't mind. I like them both. What time are we on? 8:30. This isn't going to finish this session. Is this finished? Yes, it is. Okay. Okay, I can tell you right away, I don't like it. It's okay, we'll come back to it. Once the monastery is actually built out and I get a better feeling for the layout of it, I can start to slot things in and make it denser. But that's okay for the time being. Alright, I'll tell you what I'm going to do then. I'm going to save this. I'll have Ambrose. And bear with me a second. If I go back to the main menu, I will quit to the main menu. If I go back to the main menu, I will show you just a little bit of tinkering that I've been doing on Ironhaven, because I couldn't help myself and I wanted to have a little play with it, around with it, and start thinking about doing a tutorial, but using Ironhaven as the tutorial. And I got carried away and just started building. And I just thought, you know what? It started out as a live stream. I should show everybody. So here we are back in Ironhaven. Don't need any of this. I'm just showing and telling. Just to reorient yourselves for a second. This was the town of Ironhaven. And then up on the hill, there was a fort. And we built this wall that goes all the way around. And the town got fortified. So what I was doing is just densifying the actual town itself. So these buildings here have upgraded. This is the level 1 density. This is the level 2 density. This is the medium density. This is the high density, but they're both lowest quality. These ones have commoners in, that's why they've densified, and they have a different aesthetic, and you can tell they've got these little chimneys in a slightly darker colour. But I put a paviour in anticipation for starting there's the paviour right there, hammering away. Anyway, yeah, I started putting the paviour in anticipation of promoting villagers to citizens, which I haven't started doing yet, but I can do. But I was still building some other things first. But I just thought I'd show you, like, I couldn't help myself, and I just wanted to densify it, change it up a bit, you know, start blending the buildings in and start actually using the assets more, because so far I've just been showing, like, placing things down and sketching them out and like doing really broad strokes and not actually doing any detail work. Anybody that's watched series 1 of my foundation series, I was doing unvoiced videos where I would just show like detailing. I'm not sure how that would go down well with like lots of new viewers now. Lots of people have like tuned in and they perhaps haven't seen series 1, and I'm a little bit scared to go back and do the unvoiced videos, because I think most people that are watching the videos now expect me to speak. Maybe not, I don't know. I honestly don't know, but bear in mind I'm completely, you know, I still feel totally green at this. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just playing foundation. But yeah, I just wanted to show that I've been densifying the town and putting in just blending the buildings together. This is the inn for the tavern, so visitors can stay here instead of staying in the monastery. I love these little shingles that they put on. I know it's an ask, and I'm almost ashamed to ask it, but I'd like to be able to customize that. Any modders? The modders have a lot on their plate. They have a lot of requests right now. Here's something that I really have liked a lot. This asset is from the castle, and I'm thinking, you can do a lot with this. There already existed a mod. What was it in Splendor? Mods. I think it was the gate. I think it was the stone gate mod, where there was a part in there that you could use to put along the coastlines to make it look, just tidy up the coastlines. And this does a really good job of it as well. I think I'm going to use this a lot. And then I realized, I can get the bridge to pass over it as well and kind of blend that. And I did experiment with putting it on just a little step back from the building here. That looked nice too. Yeah, this is nice. I also finally put some farmland out here, and I haven't started actually mining this area yet, and that's partly because I don't want to put too much housing out here, and I still have in mind to put the citizen housing up here on the hill. And I wanted, but it's a long way for them to walk down here. And so to shorten that distance, I've built this elevator for you Americans. But I built this lift here where they can just path from the top to the bottom more rapidly. So I can actually start putting some citizens up here, and then they can get access to the gold. So they need gold for jewelry and whatnot. But yeah, I just thought I just wanted to show you that I couldn't help myself, and I just wanted to start densifying things and actually making it look more, I don't know, more interesting, more rather than just these broad brush strokes everywhere, which is what I was just doing in the Isle of St. Ambrose. I'm loving the tavern, by the way. Really love the tavern. It's one of my favorite assets. I think it does the thatch roof the best out of, I like the level 1 and level 2 houses for the thatch roofs. The level 3 houses, I think they could do better, but I love the tavern one. It's great. I think it was Colin that was asking about the cheese. I don't know what everybody's problem with is with the cheese. I'm yet to figure out why people struggle with cheese. I've got one dairy farm and one cheese maker. And let's have a look, see how much cheese I've got. Like 73 cheese and a population of 222. I don't know what people's problem is with the cheese. I don't know. I don't really understand it. I don't seem to struggle with it. I think it's got something. I think the problem with the cheese is the what are they called? The transporters. I think it's something to do with the actual way that it's set up. My milk is coming here into the centre of town, and then that is close to the cheesemaker, and the markets are close to the cheesemaker. I think that's why it works, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure what everybody's problem is. You got cheese problems on your map, yeah. Cheese dreams. Doesn't the rustic church have a shingled version, Pellandor? Let's change it to evening. Dusk? Night. What about when it's super moody and rainy? I like this one a lot. There were two variations on the stone churches. There was the original stone church, wasn't it? And then there was also like a Romanesque one. I think it looks really tidy now with these. I wasn't sure at first, but I'm okay with it now. With the tier 3 housing. When I first saw it, their stand-in art when we playtested it, I was not happy, and I voiced my concerns far more loudly than I normally do. It's like, what have you done to my game? But in the end, it's turned out quite nice. When are we gonna get a mod for first person mode? When are we getting that mod? trying my best to drive the awkward WASD and mouse first person mode. It's difficult. Oh look, now I know where the weather vanes come from. Yeah, with all these new assets and everything looking way more detailed, like the roofs, with the shingled roofs and the extra geometry, it does look really pretty. And the fact that you can add the dormers now, and I don't even need to put the heating on in my house because my PC just warms up the room because it works so hard rendering all the geometry. It's like 4 degrees outside and it's toasty in here. Anyway, that's all I've got time for, I'm afraid, tonight, people. I appreciate everybody that's come along to enjoy Foundation with me. We'll come back to the Isle of St. Ambrose and finish off that mammoth monastery. And we'll tidy up the rest of the town, and we'll perhaps what I'll do is I'll focus on just detailing like I have here, rather than continue to build out and build out. But that's all I've got time for right now. So I'll just say, if you have been, thanks for watching, thanks for listening. Stand by for Saturday morning or evening or wherever it is you are in the world drop for the next capybara video. And I love you all. I wish you the best. Enjoy Friday. And I'll speak to you all soon. Take care.